is that your nana get you a sword, sheena get dirty in the chippy. I never thought that one day I will write this, but from the other night, I just can't stop thinking. Everything that happened. I feel that if I do not record them all. Imagine this in his true face. No shame, no exaggeration. It's just real discipline. My head would explode. My name is Sarah. I am the mother who came to hush my 8-year-old daughter. I work as a waiter at a small bar. Neighborhood bar. The table is either shaking, either underground clinging crab. People look the same every day. This place is always noisy. Loud, small rain, mixed with old impressions and bad music. In the middle of all this noise, I'm miraculous, Joan. Everything was fine. My life is normal, but my heart is broken. Actually, Letitia was hospitalized for 2 days. Talking about serious problems. Would you like to pay before him? Write for him. Before pay, I have no money. I've been calling out orcs all week. As relatives who never talk to me. Help, I tried to borrow money online, but even thought about finding money lenders. Call a loan shark. But I called the loan shark. But it didn't work. Me desperately trying to turn my phone upside down. I even feel how my body shakes. And hope for good news. But always calling for phone calls or ads. I went to work. I didn't sleep that night. Heavy mind. My mind is full of daughters in hospital. Extremely protected, Lord. And I'm here for these people. Suggest a beer. They affect my life. I don't know anything. I think that this is the worst pain. When everything inside you is falling apart, and the world is acting like nothing happened. Keep running. I remember looking at my watch several times. And it seems that time can go faster this way. Meanwhile, hopefully, the phone will ring. Brings good news. In this mixture of exhaustion and despair, here he is, man. Dressed for rescue. And too formal for our guests here. Suit Schenkler. Good to ward off evil. And expensive elephant water. Alcohol and fried food at the bar. Stand up for my brother. He was sitting behind the counter. Ordered a glass of whiskey. Then look at me differently. Not that other men's eyes. He seemed to want to understand. Behind my tired face. So what happened? Right there, I didn't even realize it. So I started talking, don't know, because of his calm appearance. Or is it because that I have already arrived around Jishan, but I told him that my daughter needs spikes to collect books. The hospital gave me a payment deadline, and I don't know what to do. I think little when I say, I just want to turn on the rusty faucet right away. No expectations of anything in return. Just trying to get these things out of my body. He was listening quietly. Small and not short. Serious expression. And when I said it, in breathing, don't call for the owner. Don't cry in front of a stranger. He said he could help. There's no bumps around the bush. He said that his name is Egg Daughter. The only thing that is not in the city. Very famous entrepreneur. Very rich and with connections, man. I did not quite understand at first. I thought that he was just trying to be a friendly person. But then he starts asking you questions about the timing. For example, how much will the operation cost? In this hospital? And I replied, because to be honest, at that time, any hope is like level 7. Then he said, what can make it tonight? Transfer money. As long as I give him my info. He can solve everything. I remember the feeling, weird feeling, as if someone had tears from my back. A huge revenge is being unloaded. But on the other hand, revenge, I don't know what, because it sounds so beautiful. This can't be true. No one would help others like that. No reason when I stood there. A rag to wipe the blanket in your hand. Trying to understand, is it true? He put his phone on the table. And say that I just say yes. But something was in his eyes. I didn't recognize him at the time. But then it all made sense. It's not just kindness. As if he already knew that it would somehow connect me to him. But on urgency. In despair, I only think of Letitsum. At the hospital during surgery. So I say, okay, and gave him my account details. I'm thankful 1,000 times. He almost cried of joy. He was making money on the spot. He showed me the transfer certificate. Everything happened very quickly. Very easy. I feel immense gratitude. So much that I was almost speechless. I do not know what else I sold. And with that help comes good after. He showed me the translation certificate. I remember feeling like a strange mix. I feel relieved. Shame again. Like I'm letting someone see parts of my life, which I've been hiding. He sat there a little longer. A little said. Just say he knows. Where is Condeputes? Said it could speed things up. And I was too impatient. Just no thanks. You know, when you re-cornered, you don't even think about it. And after that, that's about it. I just want to my daughter is out of danger. He finished his whiskey. Said he was leaving. He's leaving. Then gave a violation. Business card. To lure in his private number. He said, what if I need? You can call him anytime. Good luck with my surgery. Everything is very polite. Even a little cold. In the find I keep, in confused, I put it in my pocket behind the pack and kept working. But my mind isn't here anymore. So when the ocean is behind, so I ran to the hospital. They already signed before the official. I cried in the bathroom for a long time. It feels like that my whole body release a heavy burden. And the next day, and everything was going well. My daughter came out of the operating room. The doctor said he would get better. How the storm went. Leased. But the rent didn't last long. In about 3 days. When everyone starts to calm down, he called me. This is Daniel. His voice was calm. Almost friendly. But the way he speaks seems not very happy with the help, which he gave me. He said he was happy, that everything went well. He asked me, don't I want to have dinner with him? Thanks to him. I was awkward. He said, nope. I'm already thankful. But he insisted. His perseverance seems polite. But at the same time, is there room for rejection? That's not an invitation. But as a reminder, that's when I'm starting to feel a weird rush of combat power. It seems that this is help. He goes with that, which I have not seen before. Price tag police officer. To don't be ungrateful. I said yes. This dinner is together. Where am I, one? A restaurant you will never enter. One of them is Mao. Instead of dim light, people on the ground drizzle. Waiter looks like this came out of a movie. He's flawless as ever. He's like always. He was very educated. Smell the state of my daughter. Praise my courage. Said he admires strong women. I listened, tried to relax. But there's something about that, the way he talks. It seems he lives here. It seems this is everything. Before I sit down, it's been decided. During dinner, he started talking about his boss. Entrepreneur who works in his position. Told me stories, which made me feel uncomfortable. It's all about some dirty business. Oh, sometimes you must be tough. Too much self-respect. He said that these fossils, this is like really check my reaction. And you know what? I just nod my head. I don't want to get involved in this until the end. He said, "Ait." He did a lot for me and my daughter. Now he wants to I was right next to him. He doesn't want to, just a stranger who helped and disappeared. The way he said it, he had no memory of booze. But it's not really a request. He seems just formulate a natural result. I can't speak. The way he looked at me, and that semi-small expression, and a long silence, makes my belly bright. I think I suddenly signed a contract, didn't read those guys. This was the moment. I feel for the first time. I'm trapped in a situation when I can't. Big problem dealing with. But it's too late. There is no way back. After this dinner, everything started to change. In a way, I noticed immediately. In the beginning message, the one he sent me was simple. Say hi to my daughter.
Hi, y'all.
Said he wants to know, is he okay? Looks like care. It looks like that. Real light, I even think. The discomfort I felt in the restaurant. Maybe I'm too big. But gradually, the tone began to change. And he started asking me questions. Where am I with who? What time I get off work? He said he wanted to see me today. We need to talk. He always says that. Seems like a good intention, but in the back I feel it. He doesn't ask. Like I owe him. Every time I get a message, I be like his handwriting. Those who should, what about this, in a few minutes, decided everything when I was still desperate. I can't feel. What should an unpaid house? One time he showed up at my uncle's, without saying hello. sitting behind the counter. Watch me work. No electricity. Then look at... Other guests noticed. What, just kidding? Said she found a rich guy, and I forced a smile on your face. But my heart only wants to... He left quickly. At the end of the night, he said, let me get in his car and have a good chat. I declined. I made an excuse. Then look at his smile. Ryu, he didn't say anything. But the way he looked at me, let my micro outflow, this make it clear to him what I can't say no forever. In the coming days, he started sending gifts to my house. Expensive flowers, box of chocolates, even the newcomer sent. Send the concierge of my building. I returned everything, but he didn't care. He said, that just wants to help me live better. Every time I tried to refuse, he said, that sacrificed a lot for me. I don't get it, how much he cares about me. And one night he called me. Instead of being so peaceful anymore, he said that I cannot take the assistant directly. Then pretend what nothing happened. Said what expected. That he will be informed that... Tell me he's not a fool. I remember the fear get up out of my throat. Because before that, I thought I could keep a certain distance. I was thinking that I could use politeness and coldness to get out of this relationship. But to that phone call, I understand that he will not let me go easily. He said I owe him. Sooner or later, I must sincerely express my gratitude. I'm Starfighter, sitting on the kitchen floor, looking in the phone. Confusion in my head. I don't know if I should call the police, tell someone, or just leave town. But I have nowhere to go. No money, and he knew it. And that's when I realized that I fell into a huge trap, which I can't handle. After that phone call. And I started noticing then what did not notice. We noticed things. For example, car rented hall. Weird events are happening near my house. I didn't tell anyone. Where did I try? Got reported. He asked about people whom I knew, and like he knew that I will never... I told him. Details of life. This is not a direct threat to life, but it feels like that he was everywhere. One day at the bar, thought the guest said, what his daughter saw, and talking to the owner of my building, asked me my schedule. This gave me chills. Like I didn't know. I gave him the keys to my life. Every new phone call, his expectations got more impatient. More control? He said something like, I pulled you out of the abyss. He will say that I pulled you out of the abyss. Do not forget who saved your daughter's name. Every time he says these words, it's like inserting a button into my body. Then pull tighter. This debt seems not decreased. He got bigger. I started taking vacation from work, just to avoid meeting him. Sometimes I turn my phone off. But then she write the bar number, talk to me at the same time, leave a message at the hospital. He always has a way of reminding me where he is. I can't run away. Take off one night, he showed up at my door. notification without line of sight. I said that it looks good. I said that this is not a hobby now. My daughter is sleeping, but she insisted. She didn't scream, no turmoil, but her expectations were low. This middle top is scarier than screaming. He said, "What is he?" I do not understand why I am so ungrateful. He said he just wanted to take care of me. Tell me that I ruin everything. Every word gets me. I feel the courage pressing on my chest. Because it seems, what any wrong answer? It might make him lose motivation. He doesn't need to raise his voice to scare me. His calm control is even worse. And finally, he put a new house placed on the kitchen table and said that this is not all. Let me not worry about anything. Which left. I stood and stared at the envelope. I didn't even have the guts to touch it. I didn't open it. I did not see how much money was in it. There is nothing, I just threw it deep into the drawer. I'm having fun wondering, how can a favor turn like this? Dirty thing, weighted problem, which seems has no way out in life. And worst of all, I couldn't tell anyone. Because it's all about me. Accepted his help. As if I signed an invisible contract. And now I'm trapped on all sides. From that day, I started living like forever. People who owe housing. Not only do I owe him, everyone repay, because every time the phone rings, my heart was pounding. If only it was him. Don't know to take or not, because any choice is like wrong. If I quit, he would use this calm voice to talk about ordinary things. As a friend, but there's always something about gratitude in the middle. From comment about trust and how he wished. Till he's closer. If I don't borrow, he was sending a message about what worries. Ask me why I ignore him. I know that his patience is limited by life. One day he showed up at the hospital. Noon with flowers for my daughter. Little belly to everyone seems like lyrics. Merchant nurse was very touched. And praise him said, "What could I see? How does someone care so much about others? This is wonderful. Where will I be? Because at first glance it seems a noble drive. But I know it is easy. He shows me another way by which it exists. He has access to all parts of my life. When left, nurse comments say that I am very lucky that there is someone like that to help me. If only he knew. Will he feel happy? That very night, he called again. Said he booked a hotel outside the village. We will spend the weekend. Said I should take a break. After all this, I made an excuse. Tell me what I don't believe. My daughter still needs me. But she doesn't accept. She was silent for a few seconds and said it so I got goosebumps down my back. You should not forget who it is. Saved his life. That's not a direct threat. But it sounds like... I hung up. Sit in the living room floor. Hands on your head. I don't know if it's caps. Or cover cutting glue. Me to call the police. But what can I say? What can I say? Said the man gave me money to save my daughter. Now he wants to. I went to the hotel with him. Who will believe me? Not thinking about me. There is responsibility in this matter too. I feel guilty. How did I open that door? Let this happen. And that night I started thinking about leaving. The city, leave everything behind. Work apartment. Whatever. Just to breathe again. Not feeling shot in the chest the whole time. The next day he showed up at the bar again. I was serving a group of guests. When I saw his car parked at the door, that expensive car got everyone's attention. He walked in such a calm way, like nothing happened. Welcome, guests. Drink and chat with the boss. Then sit behind the counter. Right in front of me. Ordered a cup of coffee. No mention of hotel. No mention of the weekend. But its very existence makes everything important. Where has he been for almost an hour? This is Watcher. It seems he is waiting. When I get off work. Don't give me any chance. Run away, and then, when the bar closes, and he got up and said, "That will take me home," I tried to renegade. Tell me I'm tired. Want a big light car. But he insisted. Once again, his persistence was not violent. But his calm seemed even worse. Because he won't give it to me. Space for debate. Already on the way in the car, he started talking about that. How ungrateful people were. Say in real world. No one helped anyone for nothing. He said that I behaved. I think I'm best. Like I don't owe anyone anything. This disappointed him. Looking outside through the car window, he is it gradually express your fear. When we grow up. He stopped. Wait, I watched for a few seconds. Then tell him he will call me tomorrow. Wish I could give him another answer. He didn't take any response. Just say it and win. That night I hardly slept. I keep thinking about that, the way he talks. The words he used. Always so calm. Never shout out. But that pressure fills the air. I started noticing the way he guides, and so much about me. Know about my work events. Know where I live. Even know when I go to the hospital. And like if I was the picture for him. Open map. This gives me an awful feeling. Like I'm being watched all the time. And the next day, when back at the bar, boss said that Denny, RTN Invest, to build mountains here. Letter selling equipment. Carry out repairs. Everyone thought it was great. Said he found a rich friend. I can barely, but I feel the cold inside. Because it means that he lead every space in my life. To buy the trust of everyone around me. And for me, he made it increasingly clear that he's not leaving anytime soon. I don't know how to get rid of him. This is the situation and not give it. Blowing up is worse. That week he started sending messages. It gets more straight. Ask us when we can be real together. Said he did not give it all for nothing. My vague answer, that my daughter still needs me. I'm not in the mood to do anything right now. But it seems that none of that, what can I say? Can't change it. His behavior was presumptuous. One day he sent me a letter and said pics at the door of my building. Damis, we need to talk. This gave me unspeakable fear, because it shows that he not only knows where I live, and that's on being around, even though I can't see him. I'm starting to feel, what is he everywhere? Next at the bar at the hospital. Near my house. And worst of all, no one. Seems something wrong. According to everyone, he's that rich, educated person. He helped a desperate mother. Only I know the cost of this. But I don't have proof either. Nothing to show, to explain. What is going on? One afternoon he inserted an old one. When there were few people he was before. In front of everyone, he wanted to pay me a month's rent. People applauded. Tell me what I'm lucky. Said that there are no more such men. Wanthorns, I mean, that's not bounty, but the dog that is getting closer and closer. But I can only smile, because of the way he looks in front of others. So convincing, so much that I myself began to doubt my feelings. When everyone is gone, he stayed, sitting behind the counter. He looked at me with his calm smile and said what? I was unfair to him, and said that it was long time ago for me to show my gratitude. This is what he said. This is everything. Look me in the eyes. I feel my whole body getting cold. Because it's not an indirect guess anymore. Not a suggestion anymore. It was a clear request. But like if it was his right. At this point, I understand that the situation has crossed the line. I'm not good at acting. After that day, I even started to be afraid to go out. In any sound in the hallway building, me will surprise me. Any car on the street, which holds, shown to me twice. I do not know when he will appear. It seemed he wanted to surprise me. It was Saturday. I was visiting my daughter in the hospital. Got his message. It says, I'm here, I'll look at the door. Here he is. Chu Xianhua wore the same smile. Limodi talked to the nurses. Like an old family friend, everyone was very touched. Said he was a great man. Did it all. I feel suffocated. It seems he is stuck in the script that no one, except me, can't see what. But I live on my porch. Talk to him. Tell me I don't want anything. Make him stop doing it. He just looked at me with his calm eyes and said, You still don't understand, don't you? I don't ask, then turn away. Like he didn't say anything. One night I locked the door twice and then go to bed. But even so, I still can't sleep. I keep thinking that he knows my address. Know the time at the bar. No hospital. Now he seems even knows where I breathe. I had no one to turn to. All my colleagues thought he was an angel. Just put boss. Great to have someone like that around. My family had no idea. What is going on? Because I don't have the guts to tell them what I can't tell myself. Because he never did. Nothing suspicious. I call the police. There is no written threat. No personal attacks. There is nothing practical. All in the way he appeared. In his choice of words. In his seemingly benevolent act. But it's expensive. Like every gift. Every visit. Every time I help. There is an invisible holy word tied to me. The thinner, the denser. Getting tighter. After playing World. I'm starting to understand that my whole life in such a short amount of time, how much has changed. This seems impossible since I accepted this help. Everything turned upside down. I can never go back to my normal life. Every step I take outside, it feels like he's around. Even though it's not there, I'm 55 and I don't look back anymore. Doctrina every parked car, everyone you don't know at the bar. But it didn't work. Because he always shows up when I least expect from him. One afternoon, I was leaving the supermarket with 2 packs of stuff. But I heard Labu behind me. It's his car. Window goes down. There was a smile on his face. Said he wanted to let me down. And refused. Said that I prefer to walk. But he kept driving slowly, next to me, and asked me about my daughter. My job is kind of normal carbonation. And I feel my heart freeze. When she said this sentence, he said he knows that I avoid him. That's wrong. He said, that didn't deserve this ungrateful treatment. I feel my throat shrink. I can't explain it to anyone. It's calm. The voice gave me fear, because from the side, it's just paralysis. But deep down, I knew what's something else behind it. Something he didn't say, but make it clear that no choice every day. I feel more and more trapped. Like I got trapped. It's an invisible trap. But he's slowly suffering around me. It's up to me, and I can't work normal. Point of view, I'm full of strength. Not finishing the case for a week. Endure everyone drinking low. Music too loud. When I saw the door open. When I found out his costume and the way he walked. My hawk hurts. He welcomes everyone and says drink and chat with the boss. While we help pay for repairs. I was behind the counter. He is a messenger. Seemed calm, but the heart just wants to disappear. At the end of the night, he waited until all the guests beat. Said he needed to talk to me. I'm a master of excuses. Tell me I'm tired. You have to get up early. But he just replied, don't you get it? That you can't keep avoiding me? He didn't scream. No direct threat. But this is the first time when his voice got more decisive, without that false goodwill. Then he said, what should I him live? No one will give that much. How much did he make me? Not expecting a message. I was faking. What don't know this, but it's private with him. Last glimpse of my imagination in the village. I thought he might just want meaning, or a company, or something else. No, he makes it clear that he buried a part of my life. Now it's time to create a village. I remember holding him and standing there. I don't know how to answer, because everything seems too dangerous. After the interior is finished, everything happens so fast. I'm feeling myself run. It's like living in an endless nightmare. And that's the worst. There's no one around can see like me. Wait for it. It keeps popping up everywhere. He's always with that culture kidney. He welcomes everyone. He smiles, he offers help. But when we all first met, well, our conversation is getting more and more weird. One day, for example, he showed up at the hospital with a bunch of toys for my daughter. Everyone was very touched. The nurse even took a photo to show where I stand, pay more attention to the ring in my throat, because I know, what is this anymore than just generosity? When I went to the parking lot to talk to him, he looked me in the eyes and said he doesn't like it. Protected food, said I was playing with his patience. This is what he said. He didn't raise his voices, didn't change his calm expectations. But his determination, this failed me. Then he added, what should I not forget? My daughter name. So firecrackers. It's because of him. It's been a day. I totally understand. But he won't stop. Smile I or not? Is it worth thanking him? Are you trying to keep courtesy or distance? He decided that I somehow belonged to him. Everything he did for me, now it's all turned into a fist. We're getting close. Until I have nowhere to run, I started avoiding him as much as I could. But it seems he has countless eyes. If anything, I don't answer the phone. He'll text someone at the bar. If I leave the hospital later, his car will be parked across from the house. I came home one night, and I found it. Shoved a note under the door. Tell me what we need. Take care of things. With no caption. With no caption. Nothing. But I know that it is his. I locked the door in fear and don't even sleep. But even so, I can't congrats either. And I kept thinking, what does he mean by processing number? Because he never say everything clearly. Always leave words in the air. And as if the silence between words is ominous. Worse than any sweaty feet. I remember that night I was sitting, and the lights are all on the kitchen floor. Listen to every sound in the building. Every time someone walks through the hallway, my heart beats faster. Like I'm waiting. When something happens, but I don't know what it is. I do not know when it will happen. That wait scared me more than anything. That's when I start to understand that in a way I'm completely lost. Right to control your life, no matter how much I try to explain to someone what no one understands. What predicament am I in? How serious is this? I started counting the days, trying to find the moment. When will I be able to breathe again, not feeling that shot in the back? But that won't happen. Every time I leave the house, it feels like that his eyes somewhere, even though I don't see it. One afternoon, I'm at the supply station. Saw his car drive slowly. Very slowly, very slowly, very slowly. As if to make sure what I saw it very. But he didn't stop. He didn't say anything. Just passing by. And then snacking on the street corner. But even so, I couldn't shake this image all day. But this picture is deeply etched in my memory. Looks like a warning. Said he could show up any time. As long as he wants. His colleagues are still thinking about him. He is a wonderful person. Chief said, "What will happen to him? Denton's agreement. Completely renovate this place." Say it finally. Can become that. What was he dreaming about? Everyone applaud and thank you. Like I did them a big favor. Introduce them to this person. Only I know. Brick he paid. This is a weird wall around me. When I try to give something up, he do be using his calm jade dough. He said he just wanted to help. He said I was unfair to him. He said that there is no one like him. It's his manner of speaking. And you know what? As if everything is my fault. Like I was ungrateful. And for not taking his existence for granted. Sure, and it got me started all around me. Ask yourself if I'm crazy. Because no one seems notice something wrong. That everyone only sees the surface. This educated man. That's an easy smile. Money that came at the right time. And I swallow empty sentences every day. I don't know how to get rid of it. For other people, invisible trap. But for me, it's like a neck. Rope is approaching. On a Wednesday night, the situation has reached its limit. It's almost empty. Only 2 or 3 guests were drinking in the corner. When he came in and sat at the counter, he didn't order anything. Just sit and watch me. I am Chuji Juan, and I'm very busy. Northwest sub. Gift things, which do not need to give, but feel his eyes. Follow me all the time. After a while, he got up, sit behind the counter and speak quiet, in a calm voice. We need to talk in private. I said that I cannot. I work, but he just answered. I don't ask. The way he said it. No volume change. He didn't even look mean. It scares me more than his scream. Then before leaving, he took his time to say, "You know you owe me. You owe me." He used those spikes. I can feel the sweat on my back. Oh, this feeling makes almost impossible. Keep working. When the ocean, I went straight home. locked the door like it would protect me from... I woke up sitting on the living room floor. Lights off, trying to understand, how did I get here? I remember first night. The way he appeared with this help. And registration. This is the hope I feel. He feels like another god. Now I'm sitting here. Even scale model is scared. Because it seems any doctor knocks on the door. Maybe he cares about things. And worst of all, I knew that no one will understand. If I tell the police, they will ask him, what did he do? And I don't have a clear answer. Direct words, he did not threaten me. Never touched me. There was no documentary evidence. Everything is built by itself, in the way he appeared, in what he said, but did not say, and that I can prove it all to me. What a time, as if I was trapped in an invisible point of view, and he gets closer and closer to me. I can only wait. At that moment when it is completely closed. Over the next few days, he kind of decided to make that invisible holy word tighter. Next week, this is it. Nervousness has become a habit. Me waking up, take my daughter to the doctor, working on an old dam. Will clip and always wait. His next move. I never knew. Where will he come from? There is a live broadcast, SMS noon advantage machine, parked on the corner. Sometimes he went to the bar and said hello to everyone. It seems he is the director here. One night, boss. Tell me, Danielle. More long to investment. Turn this into a World Trade Center website. Clean everyone. But my feeling, it's a drought. Because the more money he puts into it, the harder it is to think about others and owed by others. With this has a problem. I'm trying to say, that's not a good idea. But no one listened to me. For them, he is the only one. The man who saved my daughter. The one that makes the old better. Someone who wants to help who will believe me. It's always silent. That ungrateful-looking woman. And this is that. What is he doing very well? That he created the phenomenon of the perfect man for everyone. What about the opposite bed? His words always cross the beam. Always calm. But that's a threat, which no one can prove. On a Tuesday night, everything became earlier. I locked the bar door. I was the only one left. When I heard a soft knock on the door, me looking out the glass window, and I saw him outside the door, and watch with a smile. My heart was pounding. I only opened a breach and tried to keep calm. He said that he needs to talk. Say that everything will be fine soon. He said I had a misunderstanding about him. I was acting like this, like he was a monster. But really everything, what was he doing was because of anxiety. And thanks for me. I was just listening, unable to reply. Then he said, what again? He doesn't like being a nurse. I can't keep pretending. What the? I didn't see what he did for me. Then he said that his patience was limited. That's not a scream, not a direct threat. But this is the first time when he made it clear that he won't be forever. Just use this calm way of saying no. I closed the door and stood in the dark. Hands kept shaking and So then it's time to say default? But I did not know what to say. Because of everything about him. This is all calculated. To look harmless. This is what scares me the most. He can do everything. People believe that he is an angel. And I feel more and more trapped. More and more lonely. Waiting for something. The one that happened. The next day, I went back to the hospital. I saw a bunch more line drawings on the counter. And unsigned card. This is only for you. Husbands laughed. Said he found one. Wonderful people. That very few women have that luck. And I can only use my fighting hands. Take this bouquet of flowers, because I know for sure where did he come from. He's always one step ahead of me. Always do something for everyone. There is something to rejoice in, but it makes me more than get in trouble. That day, when I was in the room with my daughter, I got reported. It says, "I'm down, want to meet you." My heart beats wild. I said that I cannot. Open 9 or free. Bitsidin Hurban. But he didn't say anything.